ideally, I'm putting this out into the universe. What I want to find, here you go, New York City, if you're listening, and I know you are, we want to find comedy club or a venue that has regular comedy shows, that has either a dark night where they don't have shows, or just a time slot that isn't filled on another night where they already have shows, like a late spot or an early spot for Laughing Vikings.
Welcome to Inside the Audition, the podcast where we go behind the scenes for a deep dive look into the world of auditions. I'm Joe Lars Larson, creator of Actors Audition Club, an international community helping actors book your dream roles in TV, film, and theater.
And I'm Brandon Knox, actor, producer, and co-host. Each episode, we chat with actors and industry professionals to share their audition experiences, insights, and advice.
We provide actors with actionable tips, strategies, and resources to help you elevate your auditions.
We demystify the often intimidating and misunderstood world of auditions to help you succeed.
So whether you're just starting out on your acting journey or you're a seasoned pro, join our Actors Audition Club members as we go
Inside the Audition.
Where could Lars be? There he is.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't possibly. Oh, Madison Square Garden. Good to be here. Good to be here. Madison Square Garden. There it is. This is the show across the street, live from New York, Madison Square Garden. It's the show across the street. Hello, episode. Oh, nice. Ooh, you got rim shots now?
Yeah.
Production value right there. We'll have to start charging more for sponsorships now. Yeah.
Oh, here, wait. Do that again.
Come on, yeah. There it is. There it is. Yeah.
I think that has better timing than I do.
I think we might end up. This might be the world's first instance of real life is better than computerized version, because look at this.
Ooh.
My own rim shots. Yeah. Good. Look at this. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's great. Oh, please don't hurt me.
Yeah.
Say hello to Bumpus Ballfields, aka Chris Larson, my brother. He doesn't speak. He just gestures wildly.
There you go. Yeah.
Bits, right? Bits. You don't have to leave. You could stay. Chris, fun fact about Chris, he's my brother. That's fun.
Yeah.
Also, he is a musician, and he lives across the street from Madison Square Garden. This is the rehearsal studio. I'm getting to that. That's going to be the icing on the cake. He's yelling his main accolade. Tell them something cooler, he says. He wrote. Did you write it, or you were in the band for it? You wrote it, and you were in the band for it.
I co-wrote it. I was in the band, and it's my voice. It's one of the voices that sings it.
So he co-wrote it. He was in the band, and he's one of the voices that sings it. The world famous, one of the most famous hockey goal songs for the New York Rangers.
Also the Kitchener Rangers.
And the Kitchener Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wow.
Oh.
You hear that? Learn something new every day.
That makes sense.
Wow. Can you find that? Can you find that audio? It's called Slapshot. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm here. This is, if you're wondering what am I doing here? Well, number one, this is my brother's place, so that's why I'm here. But also down here at setting up shop, Laughing Vikings, New York. I got a nice week-long trip here at New York, so going to be checking out some comedy clubs, meeting some comics, meeting some producers, meeting some hosts, spending time with conservatory friends, actor friends. Met up with Erin Elizabeth Reed yesterday.
Mm-hmm. How was that?
Do the thing. Yeah. Anytime we say someone's name, you got to cheer for them. Met up with Erin Elizabeth Reed yesterday. There you go. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. And Tessie Hrasti. Nice. And we went up to Harlem at the Cantina and we had Taco Tuesdays. Oh man, our podcast is killing it right now. We're really doing good stuff.
This.
How are you, Brandon? Back holding down the fort in LVTO?
I'm doing great. I had a great day. I was lucky enough to be on set on Monday, and then I had a couple of sessions yesterday and a session this morning as well. So I'm living.
Let's talk.
I'm loving it.
Let's talk. Actually, before we do that, there's someone else here that I need to introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Citizen of the Year for Aurelia, Ontario, population 37,133. There he is, Fred Larson.
Hello.
Woo! Wait, 1 second, Fred. 1 second.
And not only is he Citizen of the Year, which, fun fact, the grand prize for being the #1 city of the year in Aurelia, Ontario is $250 in downtown parking. Couldn't be better. Have you spent all that yet?
No.
He still hasn't spent it. It's 2023. He's had 3 years worth of downtown parking. How much? You got $190 left?
Yeah, I said about that left.
He doesn't pay for parking. He's a Citizen of the Year. They're like, it's Fred Larson. Just let him park
During
wherever he
the
wants.
pandemic, all the parking was free.
Ooh, during the pandemic, all the parking was free, he says. Yes. Silver lining, right? Yeah, sure. Pandemic, but free parking? Yeah. The main sell. That's the main sell for pandemics, is free parking. Yeah. Don't forget free parking. And so not only is he Citizen of the Year, on Saturday, June 3rd, just last Saturday, he was awarded, say it again, the Civitas, I'm going to say it again, the Civitas Award from Lakehead University in Aurelia, which he was actually, were you on the board of directors to help Lakehead create?
A community group.
Oh, he was on a community group.
Task force.
The Mayor's Task Force. But he won an award on Saturday. He was presented an award, the Civitas Award for community work and achievement. And then he immediately was like, I'm through with the community. I'm just going to go lounge on a couch. He won the Citizen Award and then peaced out. He was like,
I'm moving.
I'll see you guys sometime. Yeah, so we drove down to New York on when was that? That was Monday. We drove down to New York, bombed through the mountains. Can I tell them that I'm going to tell them this story again? This is a great visual. It kind of feels like I'm in a studio or I'm in a spaceship. Are we on a spaceship to Mars?
Ooh,
a little bit of both. Yeah. So we're leaving the plan. We drove down. I drove. My dad lives in Aurelia, Ontario, which is a couple hours north of Toronto. So Lois, my stepmother, was driving my dad down to Toronto. We were going to meet by the airport, easy on-off spot, and then we were going to continue to hit the road. And at 7:45, as I'm almost to our meeting spot, and they're almost to the meeting spot, I get a call from my dad saying, I goofed. I didn't bring my passport. So they had to turn around, go back to Aurelia, then around, come back, which delayed us 2 hours, but who knows? It worked out. I think.
Yeah.
There he is. The Civitas Award winner. He was too busy taking care of things in the community to worry about his own passport.
And you know what we say to that, Fred?
Red Larson. Red Larson.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. I got to show you someone else because it's very important. It's actually her first time ever in New York. So stay tuned. Who is this? Yeah. Who is doing Luna, the New York pug. I took her on a walk earlier today, and we were crossing the street, and she was like, "Hey, I'm walking here." See what I did there?
Well done,
Luna.
Luna.
Who's that?
You were born for New York, Luna.
And then today we got Chinese food, and the guy that was cooking our Chinese food said, "Hey, I'm walking here," because he was using a walk. You get it?
Oh, okay.
Where's the rim shot? Wait, I got it. Nailed it.
Did you want to play the goal song? I have the goal song for you.
Yeah, let's play it. Let's hear the goal song. Come on back, Chris.
Yeah, come on,
Take
Chris.
your accolades. I'm gonna just keep my dad in the background because I think it's a great visual.
All right, here we go.
I'll act out the parts too.
Okay. Oh. Wait. Oh no. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh, I biffed it. All right, 1 second. I need to.
Reverse brain.
No.
We did not rehearse this. We did not rehearse.
Oh, it was supposed to be
I don't know
so
what-
easy. And look at it now.
While you're queuing that up, though, I will show the tour. I'm spinning my laptop. I'll show you two things. One is this is Madison Square Garden again, and two is you'll notice. Look at how creepy and weird the air is. We're getting what is it? Forest fire smoke from most of the world, I think. Specifically Quebec, Nova Scotia, Pennsylvania, forest fires. So there's actually, what do they call it? An air advisory, an extreme air advisory today. So basically don't breathe. They're like, you could go outside, but don't be breathing. Just take a deep inhale and then just hold it for the, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 days, maybe the weekend. We'll check back. Yeah. Just we'll check back on that. Yeah. I wouldn't breathe. Don't breathe. So far, so good. Not breathing.
Nice.
I have gills. We're actually underwater right now. Yeah. How's that? Is it queued up now? Did it work?
I have to find a new one.
Okay. Finding a new. Well, what else can we talk about in the meantime? I can interview you.
Talk about the Knicks.
He is a range. Oh wow! Look at this guy.
Talk about Laughing Vikings.
Ooh, look at this. He's the
Oh, look at all the multi shirts.
This one's fresh.
There's not much to talk about the Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks are
considering they're out, but
this year they made it farther than they've made it in a long time.
Yeah, they made it to the second round. They won 2 games. Unfortunately, they couldn't beat Miami, but you know,
and they skunked out. They get paid too much to do too little.
I mean, hey, they have the core of a very good team. If they can get someone else that can get them buckets, that's not just Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson, I think they might make a run of it next year.
Well, I'll talk to some people I know at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, please, Chris, put in a good word.
So
I'm thinking of walking on.
I'm counting on you.
I think I can walk on and make the team.
Yeah, you think you can make the team?
I mean, you've seen my shot. When I get in the zone, man. Mind you, there's no defense.
I mean,
and
Joey, you can make a lot of buckets. I'm not sure what other things you're going to bring to the table, but
right. Well, that's all it takes, right?
If you can sink a couple threes.
I'm just going to shoot threes. I'll be Steve Kerr. You know what I'll be? I'll be the guy. I may not shoot a lot of threes. I may not make a lot of threes, but when you need a guy to come in and just nail one, I'm good for one shot, just 1 3 of 100% ratio. That's it. And I'm also $10 million a year. as well, because that's the guarantee. You need, like, we're down by 2, we're down by 3, we need a shot. Joey Freddie Larson right here.
Spumoni.
We got it. In the meantime, too, I should tell you, this is Luna's first trip to New York City, so she's fitting in nicely. She had a bucket list of things that she wanted to do in New York, so I took her. She had a poop in Times Square.
Nice.
She had a poop in Central Park. She had a poop in Hudson Yard. She had a poop in Penn Station. She had a poop in Greeley Square. So yeah, she's
That's a Bucati list.
She's living the yeah.
She's living her best poop life right now.
She's living her best poop life. Yeah. Strutting around. We went on Fifth Avenue and she was looking in the window at like $80,000 purses.
Nice.
Yeah. There was a cat skin purse and she was like, ooh, or no, not cat skin. That's too gross. Squirrel skin. It was a squirrel skin purse and she was like, that's my jam right there.
That's my shit.
Yeah. And she got a little extra swagger when she's in New York. She's just, yeah. Is it up? We got it?
It's
very anticlimactic. We don't get it's
Yeah.
downloading. Okay. All right. Well, what else? Tell us some New York tips.
Well, I'm going to throw my hat in as a head coach for the Rangers.
Oh, nice.
Because if there's one thing I know about goals and winning.
Okay.
So
there you go.
I think that's really what the coach for the Rangers needs to know is know
That's
the
true.
goal song, know the team,
Mhm.
know how to win.
How about in the meantime, while we're waiting it to download, we just a cappella sing it. How's it go?
Go! Let's go Rangers. Go!
Let's go Rangers. Let's go Rangers.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Hey,
Hey! 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 Oh!
Cool. All right, that was a workout. Man, Chris Larson, everyone, composer, recording artist, and future head coach of the New York Rangers.
The New York Rangers, yeah.
The New York Rangers. Yes, I should clarify. We are in New York. I'm in the newest of Yorks. This is the newer one, not old York.
Not Old York.
This is the newest of Yorks.
Nice.
Yes. All right. Well, now that we've done
Do you
all that,
have any plans while you're there? Like, are you going to be doing anything? Are you going to see a
yeah,
show or anything?
great question. We don't have show tickets yet, but we're going to see a show of sportsmanship. The Bo Sox, the Boston Red Sox, are in town playing the Yanks, the New York Yankees, on Sunday. Yes. At Yankee Stadium in the Bronx Bombers.
Ooh.
I believe Babe Ruth is playing. Mickey Mantle is going to be there. Derek Jeter, I think, he's back.
Damn, they got all these guys out of retirement.
Yep.
And Babe Ruth, the zombie Babe Ruth?
Zombie Babe Ruth, yes, has been reanimated. Yeah, technology, man. They froze
Or I
him.
guess AI generated Babe Ruth.
Yeah. It's an AI generated Babe Ruth combined with like one of them Boston Dynamic robot dogs. Like
Mhm.
they got them where they can robots can play baseball now. Of course, that's going to be a thing. The fact that, remember, did you ever play the baseball video game? I forget what it was called. It was like Baseball 3000 or something, and everyone was a cyborg. It was like future. It was like you could choose teams that were robots and cyborgs, and they threw the ball like at 200 miles an hour. No, just me.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
future.
the
I'm saying that's the future.
Hmm.
You telling me you would rather watch humans play baseball when you could go watch crazy robots just duke it out?
Yes.
Thank you. So we're going to a Yankees game. We're going to look at show tickets and see what's happening, get maybe last minute show tickets and check out on Thursday, Friday, and or Saturday some comedy clubs, try and get some last minute spots and or just meet hosts, meet producers. Ideally, I'm putting this out into the universe. What I want to find, here you go, New York City, if you're listening, and I know you are, we want to find comedy club or a venue that has regular comedy shows, that has either a dark night where they don't have shows or just a time slot that isn't filled on another night where they already have shows, like a late spot or an early spot for Laughing Vikings, New York City.
Ooh.
Yes. So that's part of my task here is just, I want to meet new people, meet new comics, meet new hosts, meet more producers. Also need to find an alley as well. I'm looking for a New York alley for Comedy Alley. Speaking of Comedy Alley, we should talk about that right now. This weekend is going to be a crazy good show. And tickets are almost half gone. I think they are half gone. For Friday, tickets are half gone.
There you go.
We got a huge order. Yesterday was crazy for advanced tickets. It was great. It's one of my favorite things in the world is getting phone notifications, like little dings of tickets sold to shows. I was like, yes. And I see their names and who they are, and I'm like, ooh, I won't say the name, but I'll like, oh, Gary Johnson, 10 tickets. Good for you, buddy. Like, that's great. Yeah, they're flying like hotcakes. Tickets like hotcakes. And you know how hotcakes move?
Fast.
They move fast. Yeah.
They move fast when you eat them. They move fast when you're digesting them.
Not like cold cakes.
No, cold cakes. They don't digest as fast. No. They sit
no one
there.
ever said that. They're selling like cold cakes. What's that?
King Kong, the icon of New York City.
Can I show him? He just delivered this.
Nice. That looks so cool.
This is the actual
King Kong.
There it is. Yeah.
This is the life-size model?
Yeah.
Nice.
The real deal. I'm huge. What were we saying? Comedy Alley.
Yeah.
Comedy Alley. So comedy, I love that. That's great. I'll go here. Comedy Alley this weekend. Yeah, I forget what I was saying. We were talking about we're moving tickets like hotcakes. Nobody ever says these things are selling like cold cakes, like hotcakes. The tickets are going. Go to laughingvikings.com/comedy alley to grab your tickets. You can get them in advance for $25, or you can wait and procrastinate and do it at the very last minute and just show up. And maybe there's not even tickets available. Maybe there's not even chairs. And you get to pay an extra $5 at the door. So your call. You can do it right now like this. Boop. You can just go boop, 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 boop on your phone, clickety clack, get tickets immediately. Then you know your night's set. You're going to be like, I'm going to be part of an amazing crowd in Comedy Alley. Or you can wait, maybe not get a seat, maybe not get a ticket, and pay more. Your call. Yeah. Let's look up the lineups so we show people who is going to be on the show. I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous about this weekend. I'm like, of all weekends to be in New York, these are going to be great shows. And this is why they're going to be great. First of all, it's Comedy Alley. Second of all, Chris Robinson. You've seen him on Crave on Pillow Talk, and he also has got a stand-up special on Crave. Garrett Jameson as well is going to be there. Monty Scott. You might know Monty as the mayor of comedy himself. And since I'm not going to be there, Anto Chan is going to be there, who I like to affectionately refer to as my button man, because he also makes buttons. And back in the day, he made our Comedy Alley buttons. They're limited edition. So if you have one of those, I would be hanging on to it. It might be your retirement plan. But Anto Chan, the button man, he makes great buttons. You can check him out. His shop, Be Awesome Shop. Great name for a shop. That's how he sells his buttons. And here's the jingle I made up for Anto. Anto Chan, the button man. If you need a button, Anto's your man. Anto Chan, the button man. It's great. So that's buttons. Friday. Once again, Friday, June 8th, we got Garrett Jameson, Chris Robinson, Monty Scott, and Anto Chan. The button man is your host. So grab those tickets, clickety-clack right now in advance. Go like this. Just go $25. Get them. And half of them are gone already. So what are you even still listening to this podcast for? You should be getting your ticket now. But you won't see me there. But I'll be there in spirit. Maybe I'll zoom in. Ooh, that'd be fun. Maybe I'll message. Me and Anto will work out a bit. I'll message Anto and I can do like a Facebook chat or something like that up on the mic and say hello. That's good. Bits. I like that. Mm-hmm. Talk later. Yeah. Okay. So we got Friday, June 8th. We got Chris Robinson, Monty Scott, Garrett Jameson, Anto Chan, the button man, is hosting, and I may be making a remote appearance over the internet. Or not. No guarantees.
Can I bring another guest in?
Yeah. Who's the other guest? Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. We got another guest coming. Get ready for this. Yeah. Wait for it. Wait, it's going to get wild in here. So Steve's roommate Chris's, my brother, his roommate and studio mate, Steve Marshall, is a longtime musician. This studio that we're in right now is actually kind of like low-key in the New York music scene, kind of semi-famous, just because the amount of like insane musicians who have come through this rehearsal studio and used the space. And it's right in the thick of things, being across the street from Madison Square Gardens. While we're waiting, though, let's do Saturday, January 9th. Let's look at the lineup. Not January, June.
June 10th.
June, yes. June 10th, yes. June 10th, Comedy Alley. We'll do a fresh one. Just so you know, if you're listening live right now, we like to record little bits where we do little bits and then we cut them and then we put them on social media for a later time. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, June 10th in Comedy Alley, we have Adrian Sawyer. You might have seen him on Most Guys Today. We got Braden Lynch of JFL Toronto and Cowbell Comedy. And we got Cliff Knight. You might have seen him at the Nubian Show or on Out TV or at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Make sure to grab tickets for that, laughingvikings.com/Comedy Alley. Same deal, $25 in advance, or you can wait and pay more for them at the door. That's also in there. You can do that. You can not get them and then come and pay more. All right. Ooh. What else do we want to cover today? We just want to remind people about James Wedmore and his event that's happening right now, Rise of the Digital CEO. He does his amazing once-a-year training where he shows you all the phases of being a successful digital online entrepreneur with the ultimate goal being to create your own digital business by design, whatever that means to you. And so you can register. We hooked up the link. So this is amazing because whether you're an actor or whether you're a comedian, you are your own business, you are an entrepreneur. So there's a lot of things that James can teach you that I can apply directly to the business of acting and the business of being a comedian or being a host or producer as well. And the other thing that he can help you do is he can help you establish a side hustle if that's a digital product, membership, group coaching. He works with a lot of coaches and course creators. And he's doing that 3-day training. He only does it once a year and people rave about it. By the end of it, they've made leaps and bounds steps to creating their own offers and to creating their own businesses. So it's a workshop style as well, where of course there's training and education, but he's actually working you through the steps of building your own digital business throughout those 3 days, so that by the end of the 3 days, a lot of it is built. And then he also opens up the doors to his program, Business by Design, which I've been a member of since 2021. And it's been working with James and his systems and processes that have helped me grow Laughing Vikings and grow Actors Audition Club into the thriving membership and community that it is. I've used his strategies on our website creation, our landing pages, and our email marketing, and our social media marketing. He's helped us outsource to have video editors and social media VAs that help us with all of our social media, so that I'm not having to spend 50 hours a week doing my own social media, which is great. Every artist and comedian, you know that these days you end up spending so much time just creating your own post that you're like, well, when do I even get to be an actor or be a comedian? So you need to figure out how to manage that and balance that. So he's got it going on. I think they just did day 2 yesterday. It's a 3-day event, but the amazing thing is when you register, you get access to all of the replays. I would suggest, if you can, show up live because you get that live experience and you can be a little extra engaged. But obviously everyone's got different schedules and they know that. So all you got to do is register by going to laughingvikings.com/AAC links. We're also dropping the direct link in the comments on YouTube and Facebook. So if you ever thought of starting your own business, even running your own podcast, a lot of the digital marketing and training that we do, a lot of our social media marketing for this podcast, the reason you're watching this and listening to this right now on episode 143 is largely due to James's digital marketing training that he provides us with. So yeah, you can get enrolled in that. Go to laughingvikings.com/AAC links, and the link is in the comments right now.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's day 3 is tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So 2 p.m. Eastern is day 3, is big final day. But when you register, I would strongly suggest quickly catch up on day 1 and day 2, because he stacks those 3 days. You can do it at your own leisure, and when you register, you get access to the replays even beyond tomorrow's live episode. But if you want to attend live, I would suggest catch up first for context. And there's some exercises that you can do that he runs you through to help start formulating your own irresistible offers, your own offerings. Even if you're not sure, like a lot of people think that you already have to have a business, but he works with a lot of people from scratch, where he helps people figure out how to take your knowledge, how to take your expertise, your education, whatever you got going on, and combine it with what James will call your dharma, your life purpose, something higher that is really aligned with you and what you want out of your life. And then he'll help you from scratch start building your digital products, your digital memberships, all your offering. So it's great. So if there's any kind of inkling of like, oh, I've kind of thought about this, but didn't know how, or didn't know where to start, or I was a little afraid, trepidatious on starting a business. If you had imposter syndrome, like, who am I to start a business, or what will people say, or my sister will make fun of me, or like all that kind of stuff. Don't worry about that. Just get registered. And James is incredible. And we've talked about this too. He's a real great mix of like the yin and yang of strategy and tactics, and probably more so mindset and manifestation and things like mindfulness and all those, what a lot of people would call like woo-woo or intangibles. He's great with that too, and helps you with your bigger picture thinking, rather than just like, oh, these are the 3 business things that you need to do and follow this business system. Like, it's not. It's funny. His podcast is called Mind Your Business, and he actually, in his intro, says the world's first non-business podcast, because he focuses much on what's in here, because as you know, if your head's fucked up, a lot of things will be fucked up in your life. So he helps you with that too. Your mindset's great. All right, I think we got that. That is done. You're going to be back on set on Friday too.
Mhm.
That's exciting for you. Anything you want to share from your on-set experience? You could talk about your prep too. I know you were really going into it. You were like, I'm going to be nailing all my stuff. So maybe you can speak to some of your preparation and how that turned out on the day.
It turned out very well. I didn't have as much to do on the first day other than blocking wise. No, my recommendation to everyone, and this comes from Tom's teaching, be prepared. Anything can happen. Any ideas can be thrown out and and scrapped, or like someone else can suggest something else, and just make sure you're able to free flow. And I think that's the most important thing. Go with the flow, because you as a day player are only there for a couple days. These people are here for a long time, and especially I was on a very long running Canadian show this week, and I will be back on Friday. They have a very good shorthand. They know the world that they're in. They know what's happening, and they know the progression that it needs to take. And so just make sure you're listening, just make sure you're receptive, and just enjoy. And I think that's the biggest thing, is make sure that you know your stuff so well that all you can do is just enjoy the ride.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you enjoy the ride?
I did enjoy the ride. It was a lot of fun. I have to say, it's one of the most efficient sets I've ever been on.
Right. Yeah. It shows it's in its whatever, 17th, 19th season, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's they're finely oiled machines, right? So when you're
Mhm.
stepping in, you're like not so much.
And it felt a lot like
Yeah.
shooting a short film, or shooting a low budget film, because it's we have the two cameras going at the exact same time, A cam
Right.
and B cam,
That's
and
cool.
we're
Yeah.
shooting multiple shots. We're making sure that everyone knows they're blocking, and we're just doing the one scene 4 or 5 times, and then that's it. And
That's great.
it was, oh my God, it was so great.
And you're back on Friday, so congrats on that. You had a session earlier today, which is fun. Yeah, look at us, showbiz lives, huh? Thank you for holding down the fort back there while I'm gone. We had Jacob Boos in the house. Shout out to Jacob Boos. You can check him out as the Scarecrow in. Remind me the name of the show. Based on it. Bad plug, but he's incredible. Check him out in what was the name of it again? Ghost Rider. Ghost
Rider, yes.
Ghost Rider. It's a great show where they revisit old stories, and he played the Scarecrow in it, and he's brilliant and super funny. I
do want to give a huge shout out to Nitish Sakuja.
Yes,
he had a big callback yesterday, and this is I really saw a different side of Nitish this past week, where he was really dedicated, and just the thing about Nitish is a lot of things come very easily to him, and sometimes he doesn't take things as seriously because they come so easily to him. And
he's got a real chill, laid back, easy going, I got this kind of
really saw the fire this past week. And I gotta say, Nitish, you are a rock star. So thank you so much for your work this week, Nitish. You really put in the work. He was going on vacation and had an Airbnb. We went to test the Wi-Fi for the Airbnb, and it wasn't up to par. So he ended up booking a hotel to do his Zoom audition, just so that he had good Wi-Fi for it. And I think that's a real testament to invest in yourself.
Yeah, well, a lot of people wouldn't have done that, and then maybe the Wi-Fi cutouts, and they got all upset, and then they blamed the Wi-Fi, and they blamed the Airbnb, and they curse every time I get big opportunities, something happens, and woe is me, and then he just took control of all that. I love people who book extra rehearsal time, either before an audition or before callback, or when you book the role, even before your on set days. We've had tons of people, Jacob included. Also, Adam Langton does that regularly. You've done that. I've done that, where you're just, getting back to what you're saying, be super prepped. It's like that sports thing. What is it? You want to like practice like you play, and then rather than rehearse or practice till you get it right, practice and rehearse until you can't get it wrong. So you know it backwards and forwards, and then on the day you can release it. And then if they just want you to improvise, or they're like, words, like they could just be, here's a new script and none of the words you even rehearsed are even the ones that you're doing, and then you still have to be able to use that muscle as well. So it's like be super prepared. And then also it's a weird paradox, because it's like be super prepared, but then let it all go and just be in the now, in the moment. Like be super prepared, but then be also prepared to throw it all out and start with something fresh.
From scratch.
Yeah, it's interesting. C'est la vie, I suppose. Much like life. Yeah,
much like it.
Sometimes they come to New York and half the world's on fire, so the New York skies are all smoky. It's apparently Quebec forest fires and Philadelphia. Is that also where, Dad? You can't hear me. I don't think you can hear
Halifax? Me. Halifax or Nova Scotia?
Where the fires coming from?
Ontario, Quebec.
Ontario and Quebec primarily.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully everyone is safe where the actual fires are. I don't know if it's out in the wilderness or if it's like near towns. And Alberta fires too. So it's like,
wow.
I think there's just a big swath of North America fire right now from forest fires. But there's a hint of maple in the air from the maple trees. So we're getting maple bacon smoked down here in New York City. All right. We bring this New York episode back into port. Yes.
Yes. Do you want to end things with a quote, Lars?
Oh, I do. First, we'll say goodbye to Fred Larson, Citizen of the Year, and
Bye, Fred.
Civitas winner. Yeah.
Take care, Brandon.
Thank you
too,
for
Fred. Enjoy New York.
Thank you for Chris Larson, aka Bumpus Ballfield, for his surprise visit and the Rangers slogan, or what do you call it? Jingle? No, what's that called?
Goal celebration.
Goal song. Yeah. Rah, 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 goal song. And Steve Marshall. We had a pop in from Steve Marshall. That was fun and exciting. And yeah, we wanted to share a quote. So one of the things that I've done, not only through James and his program and his podcast, but we live in an amazing age where we have digital access to some of the world's thought leaders. And you can really curate. A lot of people complain sometimes about social media where, it's all garbage, it's all garbage. Well, you get to curate what you're seeing. And yes, garbage in, garbage out. But you can listen to podcasts that uplift you and feed you and educate you and improve your life. So one of those people who's amazing, you probably have already heard of her or worked with her if you're any type of personal development or manifestation person. Catherine Zenkina, her brand's, I believe she has a brand, Manifestation Babe. And Catherine Zenkina, I signed up for her daily text. So every day at like 11, it's usually around 11 or 11:11, I think, ideally. And it's just this little manifestation text like mindfulness, just a reminder, something to think about. So we're going to finish with that. I loved it. I texted it to a few people today. So Catherine Zenkina says, this is your daily reminder that your mind is more powerful than we could ever give it credit for. You are a magnet to everything you spend the majority of your time focusing on. You can be, do, and have literally anything you want. And you, beautiful soul, are fucking limitless.
That's good.
Not just limitless. Fucking limitless. Yeah, shout out to Catherine Zenkina. She's amazing. Her little daily things and just little daily reminders. It's like she's awesome. So and she's great friends with James Wedmore And she actually credits a massive, if you know Catherine Zenkina, she credits a massive amount of her business success, financial success to James, because as she was starting to build her brand and build her business online, she went through Business by Design and some of his higher level coaching and masterminds. And his systems and processes combined with her knowledge of manifestation and that world, and she's blowing up. So shout out to both of them. And a reminder to go to laughingvikings.com/AAC links. Not only can you check out everything Laughing Vikings and Actors Audition Club, you can opt into our trainings, but specifically right now, you can opt into that digital Rise of the Digital CEO that James is running this week. So go grab that while it's still free. He could be charging like $3,000 just for those 3 days, but that's a free training. So grab that, and we'll see you in Comedy Alley this weekend. I thought Chris was here, but he's not. So there you go. Thank you for listening to episode 143, live from Laughing Vikings, New York, LVNY. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Chris Larson,
Bye.
everybody. Chris Larson, say goodbye. There he is. Nailed it.
On.
Nailed it.